This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in association with Betfred here at the Joseph Joyce and Joseph Parker weigh-in. Delighted to be joined by David Haye. One question only, David. You said if Joe Joyce knocks out Parker, his level's above AJ. What did you mean by that?
I didn't say that. When did I say that?
In the Mail article, you said that.
You believe everything you read on the internet?
Yeah.
No. If either Joyce or Parker win by knockout, that gives them a very good opportunity to show what they can do against. For instance, AJ wasn't able to stop Parker. If Joyce is able to stop Parker, I think that's a nice statement to say going into the Usyk fight. Although we lost to Usyk quite comfortably in the amateurs, it gives him a massive shot. I don't think it puts him head and shoulders above him, but it gives him a good opportunity or a shout at doing something. But he's going to need to do something very significant against Parker to go in against Usyk with anyone really giving him a shot, to be honest.
David, as great a fight as this is
Who
Saturday night.
you with? Come on.
Well, I didn't want to say that. Daniel Gaffon, Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat. Box and Repeat,
okay.
that's the one.
Great name, by the way.
As good a fight as this is Saturday night, know you're pressed for time. I'd like to ask you about another one in the heavyweight division. We saw Alexander Usyk won't be ready for an end-of-year clash with Tyson Fury, but did call out Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn said he thought Wilder wouldn't run around against Usyk. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that fight.
What a great fight. Absolute great. Did Usyk really call out Deontay Wilder?
He did, yeah. He did.
No way, that's crazy. That's why you got to love the head. We're in a great era where fighters are willing to fight the best. The fact that Usyk called out Wilder, I've never really heard too many. Derek Chisora called out Wilder. Outside of that, you don't really hear people calling him out because he's so dangerous. You know, ask Tyson Fury in those last couple of fights if Wilder's dangerous, and he got rattled to his boots. It's only because Tyson Fury is as hard as nails and can take ridiculous amounts of punishment. He's able to get back to his feet and sort of grind out the victory. But I think that's a great fight. I think Usyk versus Wilder. I haven't even thought about that fight, to be honest. But I think the more I think about it, the more mouth-watering it is. And how about the winner of that fights the winner of Fury and Anthony Joshua? I think that's it. We've got it's like a semi-final for all of the belts. That is in an ultimate game of boxing. That's how you get to number one. Now, many people will say Fury. They believe Fury is number one. I've heard other people say Usyk he's got more belts, he's beat more. Regardless, that's just opinions. But if you can get Wilder and Usyk and AJ and Fury and the winners fight each other, that's like magic. That's magic.
For prediction on Usyk Wilder?
Oh, I don't know. That's tough. He's going to need to do something. He's going to need to be more aggressive with Wilder than he was with Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua doesn't wing him in. He's tried to have a box match. Wilder won't try and have a boxing match. He'll just try and take his head off. But if you look at Ortiz was able to outbox him from that southpaw position, similar sort of sizes. So he was able to outbox Wilder for majority of the fight before that one detonated off his head and just pretty much looked like it comatosed him. So it's going to be hard to bet against Usyk, but if there's anyone who's got the one-punch power to just devastate anyone, it's Wilder. He's still believe he is the hardest hitting heavyweight on the planet right now, and one of the hardest hitting ever. So that's just a great fight. I don't know how it will go, but it'll be bloody exciting.
David, Pro Boxing Fans.
Pro Boxing Fans. And what's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan, nice one, Jonathan from
David,
Pro Boxing Fans.
Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua in talks to fight in December. If you were in Anthony Joshua's corner and the fight happens, how would he go about it? And
he'd go about it in a completely different way he went about his last two fights against Alexander Usyk, in terms of the movements, the repetitions, the way he does all of the things he does. It needs to change, and it can change. He's very adaptable, and he's adapted the style that people have said to him to do. All of his style, it isn't because he's found his flow in that style. It's because someone said, okay, put your hands here, put your leg there, jab here, roll under this thing, and then do that. He's been taught to do what he does. So if he's been taught to do what he does and he's doing what he's doing, he can be taught to punch in a way which is way more effective against someone who's got longer arms than you and has got the rhythm and the balance of Tyson Fury. I think he's the only person who's got the capabilities. I thought Deontay Wilder did, but Deontay Wilder didn't. You know, he came very, very close. I thought he was able. I thought the shots that put Tyson Fury down would have kept him down, but Tyson Fury's made a different stuff and is able to come back and then put it back on Wilder, and Wilder folded. So I think Anthony Joshua, if I was in his corner, he just needs to change a lot of the stuff he does. His hand position, his foot positioning. He can do it. I think he can do. I think if he does the right things, he can be the most devastating heavyweight on the planet, but at the moment he's doing it the wrong way.
Would you still say Fury is a big favourite?
He's a massive favourite. Fury's a huge favourite. I don't know. I haven't met one person yet who says, you know what, I think Anthony Joshua's going to pull off the upset. I haven't heard one person say that. None.